Pee is just a tool that your brain used to cover up all of your insecurities, all of your anxieties. So quitting pee will leave you with all of these problems which you will need to confront in a different way. So this means you have to work on finding out what those insecurities and anxieties are. Where are they coming from? That is your real enemy, not pee. Pee is just something that was convenient and easy to do to escape the reality of things. Say thank you to it. It helped you while you didn't understand yourself. But now you have to confront the world in a more grown-up way. Here are the tips from a $200 per hour therapist. 1. All addictions, pee included, are a way of coping with pain. If you find yourself struggling with pee, chances are you're struggling with pain. It's not always the case, but you should take some time to be introspective and think about what might be hurting you. For me, it was the constant feeling of inadequacy, especially when I was young. Pee was something that made me feel wanted. I felt like I was being affirmed by the women I was looking at, which gave me a great personal boost. 2. Don't try to fight your desire to look at pee. Be curious instead. If you fight things, you'll end up eventually losing willpower, and you will likely revert to your old behavior. You shouldn't try to fight the urge. Instead, when it comes up, be curious. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this? What is triggering me to feel these urges? What just happened? Where am I emotionally right now? What you will find is that more often than not, there is a pattern that emerges when you're feeling that urge. For me, it was a few specific patterns. First, when I wanted to be comforted, such as before bed or when I was upset. Second, when I was feeling especially frustrated or stuck, whether with work, personal projects, or anything else. Pee was something I always felt good at. There were clear patterns that emerged for me, which made it a good starting place to drill into why. 3. After being curious, ask for space temporarily. It helps to close your eyes and use your mind to envision what the pee requester is. It could be a person, a thing, something of relevance to you, and ask it for a bit of space. You're not saying, and you don't need to commit to never right now. Just ask for a little space for right now. For me, I have a vivid memory of the first time I looked at pee. I would frequently talk to that younger version of me and tell him that it was okay, but that we were going to take a break. It sounds weird, but it works. 4. Remove the temptation as much as you can. There are some practical parts here and more tactical items. Put parental controls on everything you can. Ask someone to lock you out. Remove access as much as you can to make it easier on yourself. If you get close to a slip-up, but can't easily access pee, you'll have a much better success rate. It's like eating healthy. Get rid of all the junk food in your house. Do you feel you're compulsively watching pee? Then Blocker X might help you. Blocker X is a complete pee to addiction solution. Blocker X is the ultimate pee website blocker to help in your NoFap journey. It has the tools to help you systematically overcome this problem. To start, this app's main focus is just for blocking pee, but you can also block other websites like Instagram or Facebook. The moment you type in PO into a Google search on your phone, it immediately blocks it before you can even search for it. Of course, none of this means anything if you can just turn it off at will, but they put thought into this too. You can turn it off whenever you want, but it will ask you if you are sure about 5 times. And even then, to turn off the blocker, it makes you type in, "Turn off the blocker because I have no self-control." And even then, if you turn it off, there is a special Help Me button for you to click on that blocks all access to your phone for 10 minutes. This button is available all the time to you. It has a robust blocking functionality that helps by blocking all pee sites. You can team up with a friend of yours, called an accountability partner. You can talk to peers to get support and encouragement on your journey. I strongly suggest this app, especially if you're just starting out on this journey. Everything I mentioned here is free, and there are some extra features you get for the paid version which are very useful. It has a 3-day free trial, so you got nothing to lose. Blocker X is offering you guys a special discount. Use my promo code SINQ10 for 10% off on all premium purchases. Check out their app from the link in the description. 5. Personal growth is a journey, not a destination. Socrates said the unexamined life is not worth living. Simply by looking at yourself and wondering if this habit of pee is good for you is a massive first step. It won't always be up, and it won't always be easy, but choosing to be better is the first and most important step. You have to look at this recovery as a catalyst to real change. You will see benefits to quitting pee such as more energy, focus, better mood, etc., but the addiction won't go away until you get rid of the triggers that got you hooked in the first place. You can't just quit pee and pray that this will suddenly get rid of all of your problems. It won't. You have to have a goal, a vision of yourself for which you are fighting, and quitting P cannot be your only strategy at achieving that.